Marty Schwartz here with Marty Music, gonna break down War Pigs. Yes, one of my favorite songs of all time. If you haven't yet, I appreciate you subscribing here to the channel. So thank you for that extra support. And then also, there's a link down there that'll take you to free courses, gear I use for the tone, everything. So thank you, and let's rock. All right, standard tuning. If you see footage of them playing it live, it's dropped down quite a bit, but this is off the original recording. So what's going on there is it's a really quick hammer on from 5 to 7 on the A string, which is D to E, and we're in the key of E, so the open E rings out with that hammer on. So you have with the open E. Ta, 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 ta. Another hammer on, and then it's going to be a pull off from that 7 to 5. And when you pull off to the 5, I'm using my index finger to mute that open E string because now it's a D note. You don't want that. You want with some slow vibrato to try and get it to ring out. And if you're super loud enough, you'll get that great feedback too. So from the top, ta. That index finger's muting that E string. Now I'm going to slide up to the major third of E, which is the 11th fret. And I'm just doing on the A string, which is 11, 11, 11, 12. With the open E in there. So the top. Ka, boom, boom, ka, boom, ka. Same thing down here. With the open E. Without the open E. So the next one is, so that's 11, 12, slid up to 14. But with open E. So the next one is on the, but you have the open E with it. So 5, 7, 7. And your ring finger's already in place to slide up to the 14 to grab that E power chord right here. And so what's going on there? And da 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 da. But the last one, da da. The last one doesn't do da 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 da. It's just two of them. Da da. So from the top, you got that one. The next one. That part's the same. Now a slide up, back down here, and so one little thing, let's see. Da, da, da. That transition I was a little loose on. Now it's real easy to follow with the vocals, but I'm just counting, this isn't specific music theory, I'm just counting 14 in between the ba-na, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Da, 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 da. Ba-da-da-da-da. And that's just between just 2-finger power chords between the 10 and 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So from there, the vocals come in. That's just the vocal melody. That's not a guitar part. So we need this lick. That's the E minor pentatonic, and you just get that 4th fret G string, 2nd fret G string. You pick it once and you pull it off, and you hear that open G too. And then you hit the 2nd fret on the D string. So da 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 da. So the other one is a trill. You're also going to do it up here. But right here, it's the open D and 2nd fret trill. You know, it's one pick and you get it going. By the way, YouTube poop, you can use that. Okay, so now we also need there's like a stab on the 12th fret G, B, and high E. So from the vocals, da 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 da, and then again, da 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 da. Same thing, 10, 12. Da 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 da. So no little fills first. So that. Next one. Trill. And then the hit. Stab on the 12. 10, 12 again. No fill. Next part. And so what's going on there is 10, 12. They're just all classic 2-finger power chords. 10, 12. And then go up to 15 and you go chromatically down. So that's just 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 12. And so there's a real wanky vibrato lick on the 12th fret G string. So, so then a trill, just like we did here, an octave up. Your index is planted on 12 of the D string, and you're trilling on that 4. Right, so. Next, we have some chunks. on the open E. Palm muting. And then that same stab, that 12th fret G, B high E. Oh, 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 3. On that E. All right, this next part has palm muting, so that string's vibrating underneath the meat of your palm there. So da 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 da, and then a pull off on the 2nd fret of the D string. Cha-cha-cha-chia. So da 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 da. Then you're hitting that 3rd fret of the E string there. Back to this part. The alternate part again. This is the exact same. Now we're into basically a solo section, but a very written out part. All right, getting into that first solo interlude. So that's the first phrase. So we're going to learn that right now. It goes along that E Mixolydian scale along the A string. So pick on the 11, slide to 12. And then the opposite, 12 to 11. So we're going to add the open E in a second. Then pick that and slide to 7. So then down to 5. And then you're hammering from 5 to 7 and hitting that 7th fret a second time. So what you have to do is, after every 2 notes, you hit the open E string. Until you get to that 5-7 hammer on. Goes up that same scale, so from the top, without the open E. Then a pull off, up, so up that same thing, until you finally get to 12 to 14, hammer, and then a second hit on that 14 of the A. So then we're following along that pentatonic. First time it's 14, 16, 14, 16. But then the next time, you're doing A string, D string, 12, 14, 12, 14, but then 12 on the G. And so that's the end of that first phrase. Now we're in that pentatonic first position, home row, into the next phrase. All right, the next little part is minor pentatonic classic licks, but there's two solos going on. I'm going to play one of them, and you're going to start with this. And so that's this. I'm bending the 14th fret of the G string and then playing the 12th fret B, 12th fret high E. It's going to do 3 of those and then 2 bends of that 15th fret on the B string up. So then you're going to go down the pentatonic. So that's the 12th fret there. 15th fret B, 12th fret B. So, and then the 14 G bend to 12 there. It's all minor pentatonic. So check it out. 3 of those, 2 bends, down the scale from there. And so that last thing, and then a quick 15 to 12 pull off. So like that. Kind of. I mean, pretty much. 3, 2 of those down here. So you're going to do 3 of those. Just like that. Then, just the G, bend, and B. And then a bend, pause on that 14th fret G, and then a quick hammer on pull up. 12th fret G, and then I'm going to 14 of the D and going da, da, pull off to 12. So. do a little. So I'm sliding from that 14 of the A down to 12 with my ring finger, and then 10 on the A, and then sliding from 12 to 14, 12 to 14 again. So you're gonna play 3 times now on the 12 of the D. So 12, 12, up to 14. And then it just goes up and back that pentatonic, you know, with some character. Bend on that 14G. And then back and forth between the 12 and the 14 on the D. And obviously there's a whole nother solo going on. So when I play this live, and I've played it live, you know, that's your moment to hit the main licks, but riff around with it a little bit. So I would stick to those themes there because there's a lot more to cover. So let's see, 3 of these. 3 of those. Of crazy stuff there, but it's all based along the 7th and 9th fret of the G string. So it's all about that 9th fret G bent up, but you have this little spot of the E minor pentatonic that he's working, and that's the root too. So be careful with that bend, not to, you got to really hit the bend. And then you have this little piece there, just like. So let's get into the mechanics of that real quick flurry lick there, because you're gonna want that one in there. So the E minor pentatonic, the 7th fret and the 9th fret on the G string, whole step bend, and then a hammer between the 7 and 9. So you bend, and then, so. That's that really fast lick. So from the top of that, oh wait. So we do the bend on the 9th fret, and then the first one of these little parts is the 7th fret G to 9 of the D, back to the G. Then you start on the 7th of the D. It's all mostly on the G string, but the D string and the G string. But that little bend flurry lick there is on the G string. So from the top of that part, then there's a little, real quick little hammer on between the 7 and the 9 on the D. Real fast through that, then just on the G, like that. But there are variations live especially, but it's all in that vibe. Then it goes back to this one string Mixolydian. Same thing we did earlier. But that becomes different, so. Oh, oh. And then you're going to be bending the 6th fret a half step, just, you know, where that is, ends up being a unison bend. So. And when you're going, you pedal back to the E. All right, it goes through all the same parts from near the beginning of the song until we get to a new section. So you take an E power chord, but then you just bar it across, and we're going to just add that D string that's barred from our index finger. So right now it's on the 12th fret, but the pattern is, I'm going E, A, E, D, E, A, E, D, A, D. So, E, A, E, D, E, A, E, D, A, D, same thing. So that pattern along the 12th fret, and then regular power chords. And I'm going 12, 7, 10, E, B, D. Same thing again. But then E, G, E. So 12, 15, 12. Then it goes into the groove, but it's the same pattern. Whole step down, so D. Another whole step down, so now we're across the 8th fret. then power chord a half step down. So B, C, C, B. Okay, so now, same thing as in the intro. And then I'm going to 4th fret D string, and it's going to be between the 4 and the 5. So then it goes to the 5th of the A, 7th of the E. So check it out. You could do it with a finger or slide up to 7 on the D, back to that 4, 5 on the A, 7 on the E. So from the top of this. Slides up, and now you're in that same box again. You just rip right in, all in that minor pentatonic again, until you finally get to... All right, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Thank you again for hanging out. If there's anything you'd like to see, go ahead and request it in the comments below. And of course, once again, I appreciate you subscribing here to the channel and then checking that link right there, you guys. Thanks again. Hope to see you later.